Well, he's no stranger to us at WOKV. You've probably seen him on television. And, oh, yeah, he wants to be sheriff now. Ken, how you doing?
I'm doing well, Mark. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Listen, the election just a few weeks away. I've talked to a couple of the other candidates. I talked to their wives as well because, you know, they seem like nice people. Why are you the man, Ken?
Well, I think it's time for us now in the city of Jacksonville to change the complexion of how we do law enforcement here. You know, for the longest, we've done law enforcement a certain way, and we've gotten certain results right now. I want to address the violent crime that's on the city that's driven a lot by the face of crime in Jacksonville. And the face of crime in Jacksonville looks just alike. It's the people that's in their late teens, their early 20s. We've lost that generation. That generation has slipped by us. So now we have to be proactive as opposed to being heavily reactive like we are now. When there's a murder or there's a gang activity going on, we're reactive. But let's be proactive now by getting our young people between the ages of 9 and 12 when they're in the most impressionable stages of life, and let's teach them and train them how to value a human life, how to respond to conflict how to resolve conflict without a final resolution, how to value a life, and how to set goals. If we start doing that and partnering with the persons and the entities in our city by being proactive, we won't have to be as reactive, and you'll see our crime rate go down.
And that's a great future long-term plan. In the short term, though, that's not going to solve the problem with the lost generation, as you pointed out. How do we affect the criminals that are above those ages, that are already 18 plus, and have kind of this has become a way of life for them?
And that's a great question. Thank you for posing it. The way we handle that is by me assembling a street crimes unit, a specialized street crimes unit to address the violence that's in the streets. We go where the crime is. We use a computer program called ComStat to let us know where the crimes are occurring, what the trends are, what the patterns are, what's the time of day that these crimes are occurring, both violent and nonviolent crimes. And we'll assess that with the street crimes unit, going to those areas and addressing those problems. And as it moves, we move.
That's great. Now, you've been, how long has it been since you've been active in the Sheriff's Department?
I retired in October of 2010. However, regardless of being active in the Sheriff's Department, I was a 4-year expert crime analyst with WGHT TV4. So I've stayed involved in the law enforcement era portion of it, as well as civically. I serve on several boards where we're being proactive with trying to deter the at-risk behavior of certain youth in certain areas in our city. So as far as law enforcement is concerned, I did 24 years with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office prior to retirement, and I did 3.5 years with WGHT TV4 as their expert crime analyst, still talking about crime, still talking about trends and patterns, how to keep yourself safe, how to prevent yourself from being a victim, and then working with the boards, the various boards that I sit on, and doing the same thing.
Well, I'll tell you what, some might argue it's good to reach into the private sector for somebody in a government position. Best of luck to you in the straw poll tonight, and best of luck to you in the election.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Ken Jefferson, everybody, give it up. Yay! Hobnob!
Hobnob.
That was great.